Hey guys, so I wanted to make this video and post it on Sunday because I really wanted to give this game at least a whole weekend, so basically I can just see how many review user scores were going to be posted on Metacritic. And honestly, to my surprise, it's almost passing 40,000 reviews. And honestly, I've never seen any other game or movie ever receiving this much reviews on just people in general, and it's something that has shocked me, but not that much because of how much backlash this game has received in the past couple of weeks. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that and basically just explain, yeah, this thing is getting reviewed bombed, of course, by a lot of people who dislike the game or just trolls and haters in general. But let's talk about basically the situation and see what we can actually understand about this. So let's get right into the video. So the situation is getting really bad for not just Naughty Dog in general, but it's getting bad to the point where people are just insulting others who are playing this game, are basically excited for this game that haven't got it yet. And of course that's expected, but it's getting out of hand. And I really want to talk to you guys about that because the user review scores is a clear example about it. If you guys actually go to the reviews, and I do not recommend it for people that have not played this game, but for those who have, go and check it out. If you guys actually see all of those review scores, a lot of people have given it a 0 out of 10. I think the majority of people who basically have done a negative review on it has given it a 0 out of 10. And what really amazes me is that most of them haven't even given a full out review on it. Most of them just say F Naughty Dog, F Neil Druckmann, F LGBT propaganda, and all that stuff. And right now at this moment, I'm basically showing you guys the type of reviews that are happening right here on Metacritic on the user review scores. And just tell me, guys, tell me if this is exactly a honest review. Please tell me, because I really want to understand. I don't know if it's because I'm dumb or I just don't use my brain well, but does these reviews justify a 0 out of 10? Does it explain why this game is total hot garbage? Does it explain in every detail why the hell this game is not good? Well, if you use your brain, of course not. These people are honestly, and you can actually see it with your own eyes, they're not people who played the game. Of course not. It's impossible to play a game that has basically been released for only a day or two officially to the whole world, and it's impossible that a 25 to 30 hour game, and possibly longer for a lot of people, that these people basically finished this game in the first 7 to 10 hours and now have an opinion and can say what they think about this game. It is clearly the fact that people watched the first hour, 2 hours of the game, did not like it, and went on Metacritic, because now it's possible to do it, and just bombed this game. So why is it obvious? Well, there's an article explaining this situation way better than what I can ever say it. And it's from Forbes, and they basically posted this article 7 hours later after the reviews at Metacritic were open to people to do their own user review scores. So this is what the article said. For some context, The Last of Us Part 2 has been out for exactly 7.5 hours in the US. In some regions like Australia, it debuted late yesterday. Of course, this article was written on Friday, basically 7 hours later the game came out. But it's a 25 to 30 hour game. So unless people are doing blitzing speed runs and then immediately going to Metacritic to post angry 0 out of 10 reviews, these scores are made up of people who either only are a few hours in the game, or more likely have not even purchased the game or played the game at all. Right now, half a day into release in some regions, The Last of Us Part 2 has amassed 5,015 user scores. To put it into context, The Last of Us 1 has 9,628 user scores in total for its entire lifespan, so yeah, something fishy is clearly going on. Now the next one basically says why people are bombing the game. There's likely 3 reasons why, and we all know these reasons. The first one could be because the game promotes the use of LGBT characters. The second one because the spoilers of, basically got leaked and people just did not like it. And 3, perhaps some of who have played the initial hours of the game did not like what they saw and basically just decided to give the game a 0 out of 10 for what has happened, which is incredibly unfair to not just the game, but the developers and everybody involved in the game. Now, to explain this situation and to put it into another perspective, right now the game is sitting at almost 40,000 user review scores, which is incredibly insane, and no other medium, no other movie, no other game has even got close to 10,000, 15,000 reviews? There's no way. So let's talk about basically putting it into another perspective, which is let's compare it to amazing games like Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, Spider-Man, GTA 5. Now, Red Dead Redemption 2 accumulated around 10,000 plus review scores. God of War accumulated in 2 years over 12,000 plus review scores. Spider-Man in 2 years has done, I think, around 5,000 plus review scores. And the most successful, most sold game of all time, GTA 5, has only accumulated almost 5,000 review scores. Now, if you guys want to put into a perspective, The Last of Us Part 2 has almost 40,000 review scores, with the majority of people just posting 0 out of 10s on the game, because probably they did not like a certain part of the story of the game. That's insane, because no other game, like I said before, I think I repeated it again, has ever gone more than 12,000, 15,000 review scores. The fact that these games have come out 7 years ago, 2 years ago, and that basically they don't even match. They're basically what, 1/4, 1/8 of the review scores that they've received compared to The Last of Us Part 2 that basically received almost 40,000 review scores in just 2 days. That's insane. The amount of people who are incredibly hateful, haven't even played the game, just show so much hate towards this to try to bury this game. And I understand that there's a lot of people that don't like the story and that, they have a negative thing to say about it. They say it in a respectful way, and I honestly am okay with that. If they give me a reason why they did not like the game and they explain it in a respectful way, they give out points on why they did not like the game, that's completely fine. That's their opinion. There's no problem with that, and they're specifying why they don't like the game, and that's okay. But the majority of people who are on Metacritic doing these reviews are not doing that. They're insulting people who like the game. They're insulting everybody and their mother just because this game is not what they wanted. It's something that should be stopped. It's something that Metacritic should actually go into and see that these people are just right now trying to bury a game that honestly, there's people that don't like it and they don't even give out good reviews out of it. They just give it a 0 out of 10 and insult people. How the hell is that a review? And how does that justify people coming into my comment section, insulting me personally, insulting others excited for this game, insulting them personally because they have different tastes? And then basically just say, hey, you know what? The real review scores, the 3.3 that came out on Metacritic, those user scores, those are legit. Those come from the real fans. Them knowing well that those review scores were bombed. That basically this game right now is getting destroyed by people who don't even play the game, are not even intending to play the game, and people who don't even own a PS4. And yes, there is proof of Xbox fanboys coming into this game giving it a 0 out of 10 because if they did not know, their user is basically saved on their review. So if you check their users, there's like 6 people right there in one picture that I found on Twitter that basically have given this game a 0 out of 10, a 1 out of 10, and then their 2 past games that they have reviewed before The Last of Us Part 2 were Xbox games. They both gave it a 10 out of 10. If that's not proof that even Xbox fans right now are jumping into the hate bandwagon and just trying to bury this game because now they have the chance to do it because almost everybody is against it, then I don't know what to tell you because it's very clear and obvious. Now, in this video, I'm not here to insult anybody. I'm not here to discredit people who don't like the game and they have their own opinions. If you guys did not like the game, please let me know in the comment section down below. I read all your comments, and I honestly want to have a respectful conversation. Like I said before, if you guys don't like the game, that's fine, because you have your own opinions, you have your own tastes. In my case, I like this game. It's really, really good. Well, I haven't finished the game yet, but when I finish it, I will give you guys my insight on the game. So I am going to, of course, to give you guys a review. It's going to be available probably on Friday of coming next week or Saturday, so stay tuned for that. And then later down the month, I'm going to have an in-depth critique video that's probably going to be an hour or 2 hour long video, me analyzing this game and basically saying all the good, all the bad, and explaining everything about this game, its story, the gameplay, and everything. So stay tuned for those 2 videos. So guys, I'll repeat it just one last time, and I know I'm basically sounding like a broken record. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about the game. Let's be respectful this time. Let's not kill each other. It's not worth it. This game is out already. If you guys have played the game, please let me know what you guys think. If you did not play the game and you're just here to basically spread toxicity and hate, your comments will still get banned as usual. Like, there's no need for toxicity here. Just let's try to be respectful, and let's just try to have a conversation between people that do like the game and don't like the game, and see where we can basically take this conversation to. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new here. I'm going to post a lot of more content about Ghost of Tsushima and Cyberpunk content coming your way very soon after I'm done with all this Last of Us Part 2 stuff. And also, of course, like and share this video because it really helps the channel out. Also, follow me on the socials and let's have a great conversation there about anything gaming. Stay positive, stay safe, keep playing, and I'll see you guys next time.